Presidents, head of delegations, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everybody, and I'm very glad to be present at this summit. I would like to thank President Ilham Aliyev and Azerbaijan government for this summit. Iraq is emerging from the global pandemic crisis, addressing the social contract to improve infrastructures and services, urgent public health and social needs, adapting to structural change, including economic diversification, policy changes, and combating common challenges through collective efforts. Global pandemic made all of us suffer and taught us valuable lessons. Hence, post-pandemic recovery should focus on new social contract, reducing inequality, public access to adequate health care, quality education, income-generating measures, clean air, adequate water, as well as constructions of necessary public infrastructures. The Iraqi government is taking the issues of climate change very seriously, including food security, water scarcity, and climate-induced displacement. Our country is bearing the brunt of climate change challenges, extreme weather conditions, including floods, droughts, dust storms, and rising temperature. Improving infrastructures and services are affecting social stability in Iraq. Iraq is enjoying peace and security after a long period of conflicts, wars, and attacks by terrorism. We must act now and prioritize support for effective communities, raise public awareness, provide emergency assistance and support the agricultural sector, and modernize the water management system and all other necessary activities. It is our collective responsibility to address the root causes of climate change through sensible policies, allocation of appropriate funds, building regional and international partnership, and implementing necessary measures to minimize the risk. Iraq had its share of wars, destructions, at great cost of human lives, resources, and reputation. If there is one valuable lesson that we have learned from our bitter experience of decades of successive military conflicts, it is that only through peaceful dialogue can meaningful solutions be achieved. We must give peace all chances and engage in constructive and dialogue and combine efforts to eradicate violence and extremism. Iraq is ready to claim its positive role on the regional and global stage, from hosting sport tournaments, building international relations, adhering international treaties, and attracting foreign investment, to collaborations on regional security, the environment, and contributions to global energy security. The new Iraq aspires to become a unifying force for good, bridging the gap between regional powers, including consensus around common challenges such as climate change and environmental and fighting terrorism. The new Iraq is working towards strengthening relationship with its neighbors based on mutual respect, through diplomacy addressing common concern regarding the border security and transboundary water through just agreements. Moving beyond healing wounds and taking advantage of high oil prices, Iraq's new phase is marked by stability and economic development, ensuring the public has access to just, equality education, adequate health, clean water, food security, and federal government is committed to rendering better public service and build public infrastructures. To meet our citizens' needs, strengthening a relationship between the federal governments and KRG and all other governments in the Republic. It is our collective duty to ensure living standards are improved, promoting peace and stability, protecting environment, diversify the economy, as well as preserving national heritage for future generations. Significant progress has been made in crude oil production, and Iraq continues to invest in gas processing, refining, and petrochemical industries. Supported by appropriate legal frame, Iraq has the potential to become a global competitive petrochemical industry center. Despite protracted challenges, Iraq has finally entered a new phase, leaving behind decades of war and destructions, pursuing its national development vision. Today, there is a peaceful transfer of power in Iraq, and the political stakeholders are determined to find common ground and build national consensus. Following the last general election, the formation of new Iraqi government took some time, but yielded good results as we managed to gather support for the government and to implement its ambitious ministerial program, including rehabilitation and constructions of public infrastructures, addressing the housing shortages, unemployment, as well as initiating long-term strategic projects such as industrial cities, public transport, and investment in petrochemical industries. Here, allow me to remind ourselves about non-aligned movement and its principle. It started in 1961 in Belgrade with 120 member states and 20 observer states. The 5 peaceful coexistence principles are still valid. Mutual respect for others' territorial integrity and sovereignty. Mutual non-aggression. Mutual non-interference in domestic affairs. Equality and mutual benefit. Peaceful coexistence. So let us all act to reactivate these noble principles and agree to play a positive role on the world stage to achieve all these principles and avoid war and constructions. Thank you very much.